Hello and welcome back. We're a faith-based channel. We're doing a 12-part video series of the 12 disciples.
Paul. Before he wrote a single word of scripture, he was hunting Christians, dragging them out of their homes, throwing them in prison, watching them die. Watching them die. The most influential follower of Jesus in human history started out as his most violent enemy. His name was Saul of Tarsus, Pharisee, Roman citizen, trained under Gamaliel, the most respected rabbi alive. He was elite. And here is what people miss. He wasn't a hypocrite. He believed, deeply, sincerely. To him, Christians weren't a curiosity. They were a heresy, a cancer, a movement that had to be stopped before it spread. So, he stopped them with his own two hands, going house to house, dragging off both men and women, throwing them in prison. And when they killed Stephen, the first Christian martyr, Saul was there. He held the coats of the men who picked up the rocks. He watched a young man die forgiving his murderers. And the next thing he did was double down. He got letters of authorization from the high priest. He set out for Damascus to do it again. He never made it. Halfway there on the open road in the middle of the day, a flash of light, brighter than the sun. Saul went down, hit the dirt, and he heard a voice. Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Sit with that for a second. The man who thought he was defending God heard the voice of God say, "You're persecuting me." The very one Saul thought he was serving was the one Saul had been attacking. Every Christian he dragged from their home, every drop of Stephen's blood. Jesus said, "That was me." That was when the light faded, Saul couldn't see. His men led him by the hand into Damascus. The man who came to terrorize that city had to be guided through its gates like a child. He sat in a house for 3 days, in the dark, with the blood on his hands. Now here is what most people skip. God didn't speak to Saul again directly. He sent a man, a Christian named Ananias. Ananias lived in Damascus. He was one of the people Saul had come to arrest. And God said, "Go, lay hands on him, pray for him." And Ananias, full credit, pushed back. "Lord, I have heard about this man. I know what he has done." But he went. He walked down that street. He knocked on the door of the man who came to kill him. And he said, "Brother Saul, brother," said over the worst person in the room, before the world thought he had earned it. That is the gospel in one word. Saul stood up. He took a new name, Paul. And the man who hunted Christians spent the rest of his life writing the letters that taught the world what love looks like, most of them from inside a prison cell. So here's the question. Who's your Saul? Who's the person you've already decided is finished? Because 2,000 years of Christianity exist because someone refused to give up on the worst person in the room. What if the man you'd cross the street to avoid is the next apostle? What would happen if you knocked on the door?
All right, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. I know I sure did. If you'd like to stay in touch, we would love that. Head over to IamPhantasma.com and leave us your email. See you next week.